Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go, set!
Here's a second-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Ben, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their quarterback. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what your hope is that you figure out, you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Well, a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception. interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. On first and 10, it's Etienne to about the 40-yard line. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Going deep here for Allen. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, Etienne. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They'll run with Etienne, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The Colts at 2 and 3 here to begin the new season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. He will push his way down to about the 14. 10-10 our score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Gay's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces, because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
They'll roll him out right. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On third down, here's Etienne. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Ready?
They go play action now. Lawrence. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Off play action. Richardson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Going deep here for Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Richardson to the air on first down. They're going right back to Pittman. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Richardson. He's going to air one out. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here Richardson yet again. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Running out of the gun with ETN, and this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. 4th down. Here's Lawrence. Able to find Pryor. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
And that's a big pickup on a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Patterson's kick is good. And that's going to tie us at 13. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
A
final shot before the half. Richardson. He sets to fire deep. And it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime with a tie score, 13-all. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Richardson on 3rd and short. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Richardson. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now it's Richardson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll try the left side with ETN. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. ETN once more. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Lawrence to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Here's Logan Cook now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Shoves him aside. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Warriors, 70.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. They turn to Taylor on 4th. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Fighting Hilton on the slant. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. And Richardson looks to throw once more. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Taylor going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Lawrence will throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Lawrence. To the right side and complete to Washington. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Etienne is not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep. So maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Once more Etienne, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
19 tight, 19 tight. Hurry, hurry.
Now Richardson back to throw it. And the catch made by Hilton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Come back, team.
On first down, Richardson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's off the mark, incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch it that spot.
Lawrence's throw hauled in by Washington. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Here's Lawrence. Looking for Pryor long. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Lawrence. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick-6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.